first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
One, ready?
And the slot man goes in motion left.
11 mighty. 11
The slot man in motion right.
11 Thomas.
Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Now Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. Finding space at the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a 3-time 1,000-yard rusher, Joe Mixon. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now 2nd and 9.
12.
Once again, they run with Mixon.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
11. 12.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here we go.
3.5 to go, first quarter.
Here we go. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 11 MT. Stop.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
11 MT tape. 11 MT.
Here's Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Going for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals triumph, but it doesn't work out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
They run with the All-Pro from a couple of years ago, Jonathan Taylor.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
This unit third best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And the Bengals are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
On 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
11. Stop.
And they go play action now. Burrow. Touchdown!
Jamar Chase,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Bengals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone...
And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Arizona. 47 yards.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it.
Going for it all. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Second and 10. The option to give to Taylor here.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Richardson looking to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
11. Stop.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Short throw to Smith.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what some defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Now it's Burrow.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
11 empty tape. 11 empty tape.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 38-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
Now Burrow to throw on second down. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Get set. 11 MT. 11 MT. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 Thomas.
Now Burrow on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
To the air again, Burrow. Points the target, and he has it over the middle. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on third down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stopped him short.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Richardson on 2nd and 10. He completes it to Julio Jones. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Julio Jones And the Cardinals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all this, his resiliency, because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
On the return is Jones from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And leading 10-7, well, they may just want to get this to the locker room. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. It's caught, Smith. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
If for some reason you doubted Chase's elite ability, how about this? Missed 5 games last season, still reached 1,000 yards and made the Pro Bowl. His name always at the forefront of the game's greatest playmakers.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 25 yards that time.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Burrow's throw caught by Higgins.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back to Taylor on first down.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
Ready!
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Richardson to throw off play action. Got a man, that's Lazard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
17 yards. That's good.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And the offense moving quickly to the line. 2nd down, here's Richardson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Daxton Hill picks it off. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
The throw over the middle taken in. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw there taken in by Smith. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Here we go. 11.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Nothing open downfield, And so he'll throw it away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. Touchdown, Bengals. Irv Smith Jr. from 3 yards out. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Come on, come on.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They go play action with Richardson.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Play action. Now Richardson.
Looking downfield for Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
3rd and 2. Now Burrow to Mixon on the check down.
And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
A gain of 4 yards.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
46 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Here's Burrow. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
First down. Here's Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go now.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Running straight ahead, Taylor. They're going to drop him behind the line yet again, and things going from bad to worse. Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put it. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there, and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy,
Here we go.
but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Kevin McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the fourth quarter. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
1 yard gain.
Richardson off the play fake.
At the Bengals 41-yard line.
And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
You can do one of two things after a penalty. You can hang your head, or you can get mad and redouble your efforts. I think we just saw the latter there as they stopped him for no gain.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Let go.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's get set. Shot.
Mixon will try the right side. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
106 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Mixon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Third down.
Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
So for the Bengals, they pick up their second win now on the year, and they will head back.